The digital ether, a realm where identities dissolved and intentions warped, birthed its own peculiar brand of celebrity. Within the shadowy confines of survival of the fittest, this phenomenon found its most perverse avatars in the duo known only as Pinky and Blue. They were not merely hosts, they were architects of agony, jesters of the abyss. Their presence announced not by fanfare, but by a chilling descent into a meticulously crafted world of dread. Their introduction was a spectacle in itself, a masterclass in psychological manipulation delivered through the distorted veil of technology. The initial unveiling of Pinky and Blue was designed to be as disorienting as the content they presented. Their faces, if they indeed possessed such conventional features, remained perpetually hidden behind masks that amplified their theatricality. Pinky, often adorned in a rictus grin painted onto a stark white facade, exuded a manic energy, his voice a high-pitched, reedy instrument that could shift from a childlike giggle to a guttural snarl in an instant. Blue, in contrast, was the stoic counterpart, his mask a stark, unblinking black sphere, his voice a deep, resonant baritone, smooth as polished obsidian, yet capable of carrying an undertone of icy menace. Together, they formed a disturbing diptych, a grotesque parody of entertainment hosts, their smiles painted on, their laughter hollow, their eyes, or the void where eyes should be, glinting with a malevolent amusement. Their stage was not a physical one, but a digital canvas projected into the minds of their audience. The broadcasts were interspersed with segments featuring their presence, moments where the raw terror of the participants was momentarily paused to allow for the host's macabre commentary. These segments were always drenched in a theatricality that bordered on the absurd. They might appear in what seemed to be a decaying circus tent, bathed in the flickering glow of faulty neon lights, or perhaps amidst a sterile, almost clinical environment that served only to heighten the contrast with the primal brutality of the main event. Their costumes, if they could be called that, were a visual echo of their persona. Garish, oversized suits in clashing colors, adorned with oversized buttons and sashes, all contributing to the unsettling image of malevolent clowns who had stepped out of a nightmare and into the digital realm.
"Welcome back, my little fiends," Pinky's voice would crackle, the modulation making it impossible to pinpoint an age or origin. It was a sound engineered to be both captivating and repulsive, like the chime of a broken music box. "Did you miss us? Did you miss the sweet symphony of desperation? Oh, I know you did. Blue and I certainly did. We've been busy, you see, tending to our little garden of delights."
Indeed, Pinky, the selections this cycle have been particularly inspiring. Such resilience, such exquisite anguish. It reminds one of the delicate bloom of a Venus flytrap, wouldn't you agree?
Their interactions were a carefully choreographed dance of sadism. Pinky, the frenetic ID, would bounce with glee, his masked face twitching with feigned excitement, while Blue, the calculating ego, would offer dry, cutting remarks, his stillness more unnerving than any wild gesture. They treated the participants not as people, but as pieces on a grand chessboard, or more accurately, as stakes in a high-stakes game. Their conversations often revolved around the odds, the potential outcomes, and the financial implications of each individual struggle. This revealed them not just as purveyors of gore, but as astute, almost sociopathic, gamblers.
"Did you see that near miss from Subject 7? Pinky might exclaim, leaning closer to his unseen camera, the distortion on his voice intensifying. "A mere centimeter from becoming ketchup. My little piggy bank nearly exploded with anticipation. You had him on an improbable long shot, Blue. I commend your audacity, but I fear your judgment falters when the adrenaline truly flows."
Subject 7 displayed a commendable spark of ingenuity, Pinky. However, his fundamental flaw lies in a predictable aversion to instinctual survival. He hesitates when he should act. He overthinks when he should simply flee. The odds, therefore, were always stacked against him, despite his brief, charming flicker of defiance. My wager was not on his survival, but on the precise moment his will would break, not on the physical termination.
This revealed a chilling insight into their operation. They were not just orchestrating the events, they were actively participating in their outcome through the complex betting pools that thrived on the dark web. The viewers were not just passive observers. They were encouraged to wager on every aspect of the broadcast. Who would be eliminated next? Who would survive a particular challenge, even the estimated time of death for certain participants? Pinky and Blue, it became clear, were the ultimate bookmakers, their entire spectacle designed to generate maximum engagement and therefore maximum profit from the visceral fear they so expertly manufactured. The resources at their disposal were clearly vast. The quality of the broadcasts, the sophistication of the traps, the sheer logistical nightmare of abducting and maintaining individuals for their twisted games. All of this pointed to an organization far beyond the scope of a few rogue hackers. Their digital footprint, though deliberately obfuscated, hinted at deep pockets and an extensive clandestine network. This wasn't just about creating disturbing content. It was about running a highly profitable, highly illegal enterprise, and Pinky and Blue were its charismatic, terrifying figureheads. Their amusement at human misery was not a mask. It was the core of their being. It was a profound detachment, a sociopathic glee that they projected onto their audience. They reveled in the panic, the desperation, the sheer, unadulterated terror that their contestants experienced. It was their ultimate form of entertainment, a perverse artistic expression. They were the conductors of a symphony of suffering, and every shriek, every sob, every desperate plea was a note in their grotesque masterpiece.
"Oh, Blue, look at Subject 12, Pinky would exclaim, a simulated gasp of delight in his voice. She's trying to reason with the predator. Adorable. It's like watching a kitten try to negotiate with a lion. The futility, the sheer, beautiful, pathetic futility of it all."
Indeed. The human capacity for self-deception, even in the face of imminent oblivion, is a constant source of fascination. They cling to the vestiges of logic, of morality, of hope, even when every fiber of their being screams for the primal instinct of survival. It is this very struggle, this internal war, that elevates their demise from mere death to performance art.
Their commentary was not designed to elicit sympathy or to offer any semblance of hope. Instead, it served to further dehumanize the participants, stripping them of their agency and reducing them to mere characters in a grim narrative. Pinky and Blue were the ultimate storytellers of despair, their words as sharp and as deadly as any trap they set. They were the masters of the echo chamber, their twisted perspectives amplified by the anonymity of the dark web, drawing in a growing congregation of the depraved and the curious, all eager to witness the unfolding of their macabre, profit-driven fantasies. They were the heralds of a new brand of horror, one that was not just witnessed, but actively participated in, debated, and profited from, all under the watchful, unseen gaze of Pinky and Blue. The screen flickers to life, revealing a dimly lit, cavernous room humming with the low thrum of unseen machinery. Servers blink in unison, casting an eerie glow. In the center, two figures are perched on flamboyant, velvet-covered chairs. Their faces are obscured by dazzling, intricate clown masks, one predominantly pink and black, the other a striking blue and black. Bright silks cascade from their costumes, a stark contrast to the utilitarian surroundings. This is the hub, the clandestine studio of the Game of Fears.
Pinky, voice synthesized to sound like a gravelly, amused woman. "Well, hello there, my little fireflies. Gather around, welcome back. Or if you're new, titter, welcome to your impending doom. It's your favorite hosts, Pinky and... who is it again? Oh, right, Blue."
Blue, voice synthesized to sound like a deep, resonant man. "Indeed, Pinky, And for those of you who've managed to navigate the labyrinthine security of Discordant to find us, congratulations. You've survived the initial purge of, well, let's just say the unworthy. It's a tough world out there, isn't it? Full of grown existential dread and terrible internet connections.
Pinky, speaking of dread, did you see the latest nominees that the naming machine so graciously spat out this month? Chuckles, a sound like dry leaves skittering across pavement. Some of them are practically begging to be enlightened.
Pinky taps a long, bejeweled finger on a large, ominously glowing orb sitting on a pedestal between them. The orb of fear pulsates with an inner light, showing fleeting glimpses of terrified faces and shadowy corners.
Blue. Pinky, please. They're not begging to be enlightened. They're just unfortunate, and some of them, a sigh, surprisingly human, have potential. We must remember that even if the whispers of Agra do get a bit insistent.
A faint, shimmering mist seems to coalesce in the shadows behind their chairs for a fleeting moment. No discernible form, just an oppressive sense of ancient power.
Pinky, Agra, 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 always with the potential. My dear Blue, potential is just a polite word for easily broken. And isn't that what this game is all about? Unearthing those delicious little cracks in their psyches? A sharp, almost predatory click from their gag-mouth cane, the fake teeth chattering mockingly. This month, we're diving deep into the murky waters of, well, let's just say disappointment, and perhaps a touch of existential nausea.
Blue, let's focus on the task at hand, Pinky, the orb. Show us the first candidate, if you would. I've been polishing a hint of a smile in the synthesized voice, magic candy cane. You never know when true inspiration might strike.
The orb of fear flares, and a holographic image of a young woman appears. She's in a brightly lit, almost sterile-looking hotel room, looking utterly bewildered. This is the luxury suite meant for the finalists.
Pinky. Ah, yes. Look at her, Blue. So optimistic. She thinks this is a vacation. Bless her cotton socks. She's currently contemplating the complimentary minibar, unaware that the real spirits she'll be encountering are far less forgiving than a cheap gin.
Blue. She seems quite composed. For now. Let's see what the orb reveals about her deepest fears.
The orb swirls and images flash. A vast, empty stage with a single spotlight, a roaring crowd of judgmental faces, a single broken microphone. The synthesized voices of Pinky and Blue become more pronounced as they dissect the emerging fears.
Pinky. Ooh, stage fright. And the crushing weight of expectation, my absolute favorite. She's probably a failed actress or a poet who never got published. Either way, ripe for the plucking. Pinky brandishes their gag mouth cane, the chattering teeth seeming to vibrate with anticipation. Tell me, Blue, does she have any hidden desires? Anything we can twist?
Blue, the orb. It shows a flicker, a wish for recognition, true, unadulterated appreciation for her art. A rather noble desire, really, but one that can be easily manipulated.
Zeus, voice amplified, majestic and powerful. The finalists have arrived. Let the hunt begin.
The holographic image of the woman in the hotel room vanishes from the orb. In its place, a fleeting vision of a massive, ancient forest appears, with shadows dancing ominously.
Pinky. Oh look! Zeus has graced us with his booming presence. Such a dramatic entrance. I do hope he remembers to pack his lightning-empowered lance. It's always so much more entertaining when they're properly armed and frustrated.
Blue, Zeus, a formidable hunter, and his presence here before the grand final indicates that our finalists will not only face the psychological torments we devise, but also the physical manifestations of their deepest anxieties.
Poseidon, voice like crashing waves tinged with an ancient power. The seas call to the brave, and the unworthy shall drown in their own doubt.
Pinky. Poseidon, my. It seems our esteemed champions from yesteryear are making an appearance. That trident of fire. I do hope he's been practicing his aim. It would be a shame if he missed any of our prey.
Blue, Poseidon, the master of the tides. His presence suggests that the trials ahead will not be confined to land. Our contestants will have to navigate both the tangible and the intangible depths of fear.
Agra, voice a symphony of whispers ancient and unknowable. The game is set. Let the fears consume. Their souls are mine.
Pinky. And there it is, the maestro himself, Agra, always so impatient. But don't worry, Agra, my dear. We're just getting started. The best scares are always saved for last. Wouldn't you agree, Blue?
Blue, indeed, Pinky. But remember, the path to the ultimate fear is paved with opportunity. For some, it is a path to despair. For others, perhaps a chance for something more. Blue's hand, unseen beneath their silks, fiddles with the smooth, cool surface of their magic candy cane. Let us see how our contestants fare. The night is young and their fears are just beginning to awaken. What do you, our dear viewers, think their first challenge should be? A classic jump scare or something more psychological? The fate of their immediate future and the path to the next trial rests in your collective fear.
The orb of fear glows brighter, awaiting the input. The chattering of Pinky's gag-mouth cane fills the brief silence, a sinister lullaby for the anxious souls about to enter the game of fears. For more information, visit ljtemple.com and look for Sneak Peek. You're once again welcome, viewers.